Hello my lovely Geminis and welcome back. So today's reading is all about your love life. So this was the issues you had to face in your love life. Actions that need to be taken. The outcome. And this is the feelings of the person on your mind towards you. So when we look at release, this is all about, emotions, matters of your heart, okay? It's how, I feel like because it's one of those cards where, it's about your heart, it's about releasing, it's about learning. It could either help or it could hinder you. And I feel like because it's in the issue section, I feel like maybe you didn't take a lead in the relationship. You didn't guide the relationship. Maybe you followed the other person. Or did the other person follow you? I feel like maybe, when you were reflecting on these issues, was your needs being met? Because I feel like whatever it was that you was releasing, I feel like it's because of the fact that there was something missing for you and you needed to let go of it. I feel like, it's also telling you, this card is telling you to like guide rather than try and be like I'm the boss of the relationship, so to speak. Maybe that was the issue. You come across as quite a dominant figure and take control of the relationship. The relationships need to be healthy. They need to be strong, okay? And everyone's needs need to be met. So if this is only a one-sided relationship, that's why there was issues in this relationship. Everyone involved in the relationship, you, the person on your mind, you make the relationship a priority together. You need to make it stronger by putting in the effort. And decisions made, in the relationship must be based on, sound reasoning rather than like ego. So I feel like if someone was, trying to take the control and be the decision maker, and this is, I just feel like it's an energy I'm feeling of ego. And I feel like, that is most probably what was the issue in the relationship, whether it's you or whether it's the person on your mind. It's all about ego. You need a pure ego. So if you are looking for romantic relationships, or hoping that someone will simply show up in your life, this is the card of action for you rather than the issues. So you need to work on these issues. You need to be proactive, take the lead, but make yourself available. But you need to remember that you ensure that your relationships are healthy and that each person's needs are met, okay? Then you have, for your action, simple love. Now, with the simple love card, this is all about your innocence, your nostalgia. This is about you, reminiscing back to a time when you was a child and happy. The innocence of youth is what makes us. Because we don't adapt to the adult kind of mental way of thinking. When you're a child, it's your imagination is based on love, fantasy, everything that you create in your mind as a child is normally based on amazing and fascinating creative things. It's pure of innocence. So this is telling you to basically add innocence into your relationship. You know, enjoy the relationship. Bring out your, you know, your inner child. You know, interact with others from a pure and open heart, full of love, you know, and free of ulterior motives. If you want a proper relationship with someone, you need to be able to be that kind of fun, loving person that doesn't what's the word? That doesn't want to like have a structure, doesn't want to have a regimental relationship. You know, it's not fair for anyone to be in a relationship where you feel like you're being bossed around all the time. And it's got to be like strictness all the time, serious. You know, let out the fun side. You know, if you do let love out, you find that your relationships will deepen, and it will require less effort then, because you know you're reminiscing about your past. You bring back the only happy memories and you cherish them. But you can't expect, you know, a relationship to be based on just the seriousness of life and without actually having some fun. You need to bring out kindness, generosity, give attention, a bit of attention to someone. You know, when kindness prevails, relationships will flourish, okay? And if you are hoping to have a baby with this person or adopt a child, then this card is a positive sign for you, okay? The sun is shining in the background over you. There will be happiness. Your outcome is releasing kind of any fear, negativity towards love. Fear and doubt prevent relationships from flowering or manifesting. Okay, so if you've been manifesting but you have a fear, you're restricting and confining your heart and love. So they prevent you from opening to the joy and love that's waiting for you. You know, a fearful heart, it closes in upon itself. And you know, that's when you become negative, in the sense of negative feelings, negative energy and doubt all the time. And that will be constantly playing on your mind. Those fears can also make you question yourself. Are you good enough? Are you worthy enough? Will you ever find love? So these thoughts, you know, if you don't control these thoughts, it will manifest more of the same continuing, never-ending destructive cycle. And I feel like, you know, nobody wants to have this repetition constantly if the relationship's bad. So until you learn some lessons and release, you know, fears and doubts for your heart, you are not going to move forward. So, you know, to master your fears, you need to identify them. What is it that's making you feel like that? If it's to do with the fact that your relationship's ended, and then you need to focus on that. Focus on why. Why did the relationship end? What could have been done to help this? You know, you need to release your fears and open fully to a loving relationship with yourself and with others, okay? Because I feel like, you know, the absence of fear is unconditional love. So take time to look at your fears, okay, and doubts, and so you can release them. You need to be free, so that way you can manifest joyful and loving relationships. And then you have the lead. So this is how the person on your mind is feeling about you. So do you take the lead and guide the direction of the relationship? Do you follow the other person? Are you forcing your will on the other person? So maybe you're forcing this other person to do exactly what you want. I feel like, or if you're the one following this person, are your needs being met? It's just all about needs being met, okay? So I feel like this relationship that you had with this past person was about maybe ego and control. And that needs to be released before you can move on. Either getting back to the person on your mind or into a new relationship. Because this is what they're thinking about you at the moment. About you taking the lead. They feel like it's about, I think they think of you as like dominant. So I feel like the card, you know, your message is that you need to guide rather than be dominant in a relationship. You know, you want a healthy relationship that's going to be strong. Everyone's needs must be met. We know that. I don't need to tell you that. You need some kind of structure and order so that each person know the boundaries in the relationship. It's quite important because that way it will give you a stronger foundation where you both can take the lead and guide each other and know exactly what you want. So if you're looking for the romantic relationship with this person, do you want someone just to turn up in your life, or do you want this person that's on your mind? Because, you know, this is also a card of action, of being proactive, of not reacting. So you have two cards here in regards to action. You need to release those kind of control issues, or the ego, or trying to be dominant. You need to make sure that your relationships are healthy and that each person's needs are met, okay? So for you, I feel like if you want to get back with this past person, if it's you with the ego, because that's what's coming across from how they're feeling about you, you need to release all that first, because otherwise it's just going to keep repeating every relationship that you do. You might be doing it unintentionally. Self-love. You realise that love of self is necessary to love another. So you do need to love yourself to move on and release those fears. Maybe this is what the issue is. Without you knowing, you have a fear maybe of losing people. So you become quite assertive and controlling without even realising it. And, you know, you want to be loved and you want to be cared for by someone. But I feel like it's coming across as you're too dominating, too controlling. Now, you can turn this around. If this is not your energy, you can turn this around to the other person's energy. But, you know, I feel like this needs to be released for you to have a healthy relationship, okay? I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, hit that like button. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.